this over here so I can still see the screen. So.
I can't get this thing apart. See, I think it's got a plastic coating on it, and you gotta take that apart from the paper, but the sticker still adheres to the clear plastic on top.
So you're trying to get the back off and
Yeah.
keep that?
Yeah, I think that's how it works, but I don't want to ruin the sticker.
Yeah, there we go. Alright, so leave the plastic on the front.
Yeah.
Alright, well, this backing is going to be really sticky, so...
Yeah, I know. I was going to put it on my laptop.
I know, but...
You did it. Thanks.
Yeah, careful, don't put fingerprints and shit on it. It's clear see-through. That is the sticker.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. Thank you.
Saved the day. So, alright, sorry, y'all. Okay, so going back to this. Why did I put it over there? I knew I was going to need to move that. Alright, screenshot that shit. Come on. I know I'm like making you work way overtime, but I need, without a shadow of a doubt, a new computer. One that is like ultra fucking new, because the ones that I have are so old. Anyway, alright, so I did hit print screen, but for some reason it didn't take. Come on. It's being a punk today. I don't know why it's doing this. I literally clicked it like a minute ago. Come on now. Print screen. Why is it not working? Close that. Let's just start closing shit out. Maybe it'll help. Oh, it's just the calendar. Okay. There's this. Print screen. There we go. Okay, about fucking time. Damn, let's see. Can't see shit. I'm assuming I'm not in the little screen there. Thank you for following me, Marcus. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been trying to get the followers up, like on all of my social media. By the way, my link is in bio, but let me go full camera for a second. This is my actual social media, like the link tree. So that's cool, little filter thing I got on here. All right, let me go back to double screen because I gotta get this shit done. Life. So join me in the background, basically, of me doing social media posting this day, right? Today is Friday. Yay, Friday. Hope I get paid today. I haven't been paid in years. So, I hope you guys are going to have a good weekend. Stay safe out there. And so Friday today is, vehicles. Let me pull up the calendar real quick. Alright, so today is Solar Punk is the aesthetic that we chose for this week. Or, yeah, for this week. So if you guys want to check out Solar Punk aesthetic, maybe that can give you some inspiration for your, just whatever you're doing. Or conversation. So vehicle maintenance is the monthly maintenance for today. So make sure that your vehicle is up to par. I know for a fact that we need an oil change. Not right this second, but we're going to need one. So we'll go ahead and start planning for that. I might even put an envelope into the sinking funds envelope system that we're doing right now for budgeting, and put oil change in there, right? So, morning messages this morning, went ahead and sent them out. Live sites today is TikTok. I do transfer this over to YouTube, so for those of you who are on my YouTube, thank you very much. Especially for the new people that have just come on to my YouTube. You guys have been boosting my YouTube so much, and I cannot thank you enough for that. I'm trying to get everything monetized. I just also found out I need to change the Will Sing for Roses to something else because I'm getting blocked on YouTube because I'm singing songs that are copyrighted. So, even though it's cool on TikTok, it's not cool everywhere else. So, oh well. So, weather check today, 72 is the high, and 46 is the low. Today is October 3rd, 2025. And for my area right now, it is already 72. So, the low is 46 tonight. It was cold this morning. Every morning I come out here and I open up all the windows and I turn the fan on, turn the blankets down, and air out the room and air out the house and stuff like that. Especially all fall, I will do that. But this morning was a heater tester day. We literally just, for the first time since this past winter, just tested the heater, and it works mint. So it went from, I think it was like 65 in here this morning to 70, 73, within probably about 10-15 minutes, I want to say. So, works great. Y'all need to go check out your heaters. Make sure that your heater in your vehicle, as well as in your house or wherever your domicile is working. If you do not have a domicile and you are outside watching me, look into your local resources and find out where you can find a safe place to go this winter, especially if you live in the southeast. This year is going to be a really heavy winter year. It's going to be very cold, very wet, very rainy, sleety, icy, snowy kind of winter, okay, for the south. So, for those of you who are not in like the greatest positions in life right now, go ahead and prepare for that. And for those of you who are, as well, prepare for that. So, right now, as of this morning, we got a load of firewood already ready to go out. So, I am personally asking for my viewers to donate for a load of firewood to be delivered to people in need this winter and this fall. We are the sponsors of firewood for 2 of the airsoft as well as the paintball events that are happening here in North Carolina. And we have that also. If you guys are interested in us delivering firewood to your location within 100 miles of Statesville, please let me know, especially in North Carolina. And like I said, as far as donating, sponsoring a load of firewood to someone in need, prices this year have gone up for firewood. So for those of you who are looking for firewood, just letting you know that the prices did go up this year, which is silly because there's firewood for free everywhere. But anyways, it's just going and getting it, and most people are just lazy. So, for the most part, like I said, you guys just let me know if you're interested in sponsoring it, or if you're in need of a load of firewood and you're within 100 miles of Statesville, North Carolina, let me know. So, I do have 2 firewood dealers, if you want to call them that, that I'm working with right now. So, if one can't provide, I know that the other one will definitely be able to. So, just letting you know that ahead of time for this fall, since like I said, the low is already 46. I know that y'all in the mountains, and for those of you in the Piedmont, you guys got cold last night. So, and then especially for fall, you guys are doing bonfires. We do have pine wood that is at half cost. So whatever your normal load of firewood is, your pine outdoor only use firewood is actually half price. So for those of you who are just doing bonfires, right, this isn't for house usage. Do not ever put pine in your house. Ever. I don't care what it's for, what reason you have, don't do it. So, so yeah, and also don't cook with it too. So, but you can cook with like hickory and stuff like that. So, just look into that. Look it up before you do it. Simple. Google is my best friend. So, so that's available for you guys if you're interested in that. Like I said, we do deliver within 100 miles of Statesville, North Carolina. Statesville, Hidden area. So, and I've already got orders coming in that are requesting firewood ahead of time. So if you guys want to get on that list also, especially for the Fold-A-Gap Airsoft and Fold-A-Gap paintball event. If you guys are needing firewood for that, let me know ahead of time so I can go ahead and get you guys, you know, situated and stuff. That way I know exactly how much to bring up there, because I'll go through some wood. And also be very specific as to whether you want pine or if you're wanting the other hardwoods. So, let's see. So, also, let's see. Okay, so weather check, morning routine. I didn't really do anything. I didn't even do my hair. I brushed my teeth. That's good, right? Wardrobe. I don't have an OOTD today. This is not for sale on my site yet. I actually just got this sweater. This dress probably will be, but most likely will be leaning a little bit more towards the bulk sales. Or worst case scenario, and I do mean worst case scenario, if I don't sell this shit by spring, it's going to be gone. Okay. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't even want to wait that long. I want to wait, so I don't even want to wait. I just want to go ahead and sell it. Y'all go ahead and buy all my stuff. So I'm tired of it being in my freaking house. So I want new shit. So I'm the type of person that I love. I kind of got a little bit spoiled with the food box place. I know it sounds so weird, right? I was getting a bag of clothes for $1. I don't know if y'all do that with Whatnot now, or like any kind of seller sites. Maybe if you have a business or a boutique, maybe that's something that you guys can look into. But I got spoiled with $1 bag of clothes when I was living in the 10x10. Y'all know. For those of you who've been following my social media, if you haven't, you can go back, scroll back like a couple years. Anyway, last year. Yeah, last year. So the food box location actually had like a clothing place, right, where you can go and shop for clothes. Well, at the time when I first started going there, they had $1 bag of clothes. And I would literally go, because I only lived in a 10x10 square. I didn't have a lot of space. I didn't have, you know, the availability to consistently store something where it wasn't going to get messed up over a long period of time, right? So I had to constantly keep changing out my clothes. And that place was the first place that I was ever able to switch out my complete wardrobe change every week. Complete. And I wasn't like losing my ass and, you know, money. I go to sell my clothes on eBay right now, and I'm not even joking you. I reduced all of my clothes on eBay to $5. Shoes, purses, jewelry that I've made, brand new with tags clothing, and no one has purchased it. So it's not a price thing, right? It's a whether or not people actually want it. So, so yeah, y'all go buy all that stuff. I'm so tired of actually being in the house. And you can buy in bulk too. So if you want to buy it all, let me know. I'll give you a fair price. So, let's see, what was I going to say? Facebook fans page. I apologize if it has been and especially, well, not Pinterest, but Facebook fans and Instagram. If it has been multi-posting, or I have been multi-posting in the background, which I'm going to show you guys more of today, which you guys love so much. If it's been double posting on there, let me know, especially for like stories or if it's just regular posts. I don't mean to do that. Like I said, in the background, we've been kind of working with this multi-posting tool, and there for a while, and I still am kind of utilizing screenshots, right? So the screenshots or the downloads from, you know, basically like stock imagery, I was pushing that out because I was trying to get something on the board for that planner. So I apologize for those of you who are used to seeing, you know, in real life photos or like something that I'm doing or something like that, rather than just like a stock photo. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times, you know, if someone sees a stock photo, they don't really, it's just another stock photo. The main thing is the information that was put on there. So it was just really more for like to grab attention and to like just multi-post. Well, now I've been able to understand at this point. So I've been using it for 2 or 3 weeks now, and I know now by me using it and then seeing it from the client side, because on here I go and I double check the profile. I look at it from a client's point of view, or from a fan's point of view, or a follower, or whatever you guys want to call yourselves, right? I go to the opposite side to look at it so this way I can see what you guys see. And I noticed like it was really like bot vibe, right? Like it was just, it wasn't real. So I've changed that up, and I will be continuing to change that up as I go on, to just post my like camera roll, basically. Like I'm not really, I'm going to try to avoid as many stock photos as I possibly can. Because, like I said, I'm kind of learning my lesson in making the multi-posting, so now I know. Knowing is half the battle, right? The rest is doing. So, Facebook fans, I have been posting, I have been doing the stories. I do not go live on Facebook. I have not. I am looking into multi-streaming again. I think it's like $30 a month through StreamYard or Streamlabs, one or the other. I can't remember which one it was. Monetize, I haven't got to the information for it being monetized yet, so let me write this down so before I forget, because I will. Papel. Papel. Okay, so Facebook fans, totally wrote outside the line. That's okay. Multi-posting and how to monetize. Okay. And this, one thing that I really love about like the way that I set up this calendar and the way that I keep adding to it and keep working on it consistently, it helps me to be able to remember what I've done. It helps keep me accountable for the things that I have done, and it also makes me realize the things that I haven't done, or when that loop of us like forgetting something and then remembering it, oh shit, I gotta do this. It helps me to be able to have something to come back to remember where it was, like a checkpoint, right? So every single moment of your life, and I love how people like think about like, hey Solo, I love how people like talk about like time travel and all this other stuff, right? Well, time is just a man-made construct. We literally are in the past, present, and future at all times. And at any point in time, you can put a checkpoint, like a little dude on the map, right? In your past from your future to help you with your present moment moving forward into the future. See what I'm saying? Okay, I probably lost half y'all there. So your current person, who you are right now, I want you to think back into a time in your childhood when maybe you needed somebody, or maybe you felt really sad, or you had a lot of questions, or maybe you just needed somebody to be there with you, right? I want you, this version of you, in this moment right now, to mentally go and be with that inner child and sit with them for a little while. Okay? Trust me when I say it will affect your present moment and the future of who you are in such a positive way that I can't even tell you. You have to experience it. If you have to, and I know this is going to kind of sound weird, probably going to sound really negative to some people, but whatever. You have to go look in a mirror and do it. Sometimes looking at yourself in the mirror directly in your own eyes will help you to ground yourself. That's not an all the time thing, just saying. So it's something that helped me to be able to understand certain parts of my life and where I was in certain times. And I also am putting thoughts, checkpoints of thoughts and what I want and my intention and my, you know, what I'm thinking of what I want my future to be like. So that way I can start dropping those pinpoints now to the future. So we're all time travelers in our own lives at all times. We just don't realize the power that we have every single day. We have a superconductor up here. Okay? Somewhere between the subconscious mind and the conscious mind, there is a subconductor that is like, it's beyond the power of like light and dark matter. Okay? You possess that within you. You were born with that. You were created with that, both light and dark energy. Okay? And so your abilities are way beyond what you realize, and especially for those of you who are multidimensional thinkers. You know who you are. You're my people. So I can't go back to my young autistic self. He was crazy, still is. Good words of wisdom, though. I'm too sober for this combo. Yeah, probably. It's all good, though. And just so you know, having a label or being diagnosed with something does not mean that you're a bad person. Every single one of us has a little stat symbol above our head of all of our things that we do know and things that we don't know. Okay? Things that we can do and things that we haven't learned to do or physically cannot fucking do. Okay? We all have boundaries of what we are able to do and what we're not able to do. And that's what makes this world so wonderful. That's what makes this life so awesome and so precious, is because you can build on your weaknesses at any point in time, and any of your strengths or things that you were strong in, you can change that up whenever you want to. That's what's so wonderful about life, is it's up to you. So, anyway, enough of my bullshit. So, yeah, maybe I am too sober right now, too. Who knows? But, anyway.
Somebody trying to get you a drink?
No. Anyway. No, nobody is saying for me to drink anything. No, I was just, Solo said that he was too sober for this conversation right now. I thought that was funny. I was like, yeah, probably me too. Yeah. Alright, so, yeah, I mean, you are actually already limitless. You just have to get yourself out of your own fucking way. So, I mean, we literally, like, hold ourselves back from all of our own potential every single day. And maybe it's for good reason, maybe not. You know? So, no. I don't even know how much brain potential we have, or we actually use. And they have found that people who have, like, extreme trauma don't use portions of their brain that they used to anymore. But they make new neural pathways. It's a survival instinct. People who have, like, autism, ADHD, I was reading about this, they are actually, like, people who have what is called disabilities is actually almost like a superhuman ability. Because we can do things that mostly nobody else can. You know, like, we have a functionality of being able to process complex thought beyond that of the understanding of most people. But for some reason, we can't do the dishes. We literally, like, fight an internal battle. And it is, like, physically altering. And it stops us from doing the things that we want to do. You know? We want to live a normal life like everybody else. But what the fuck is normal anymore? Right? None of us are the same. We might be similar, but none of us are the same. We're literally designed and built to be completely fucking different from each other. Even if we're all one little, you know, molecule of difference, we're different. I believe the extra chromosome is a superpower because it's amazing. Oh, yeah! Absolutely! It's amazing and detrimental at the same fucking time. So it's a blessing and a curse at the same time. Because a lot of times people don't even realize the potential that they have because they're so focused on what they're not. Me too. I do it all the time. Jeff gets on my ass all the time about talking bad about myself. All the time. So, and that's something that's learned. A lot of the things that we have learned in our lifetime was only what we believe to be like 100% of the truth was actually only a portion of the truth. And you misunderstood some of that somewhere in there. So go back and everything that you thought you knew, learn something that contradicts it. Go back and like, if you didn't understand something, or maybe you like ignored a portion because you're like, oh, I don't understand that, I don't get it, I'm just going to push it to the side because I don't get it. It's not. I don't get it, it feels like it's too much, it's too heavy, I don't want to fucking deal with it. But then the next thing you know, as soon as you try to actually learn it, it's like that. Right? You're like, oh shit, why did I push this away for so long? Fuck. I could have been done with this like years ago. Emotions? Oh Lord. I have just learned what perimenopause is. I'm 43. I was ADHD as a kid. Totally thought I outgrew it because all of a sudden I became like this super corporate lady that was traveling, you know, all over the United States and, you know, making $80,000 a year and free gas and free food and free everything because I was like this corporate elite person, right? Not to realize that I completely destroyed my fucking life afterwards. Like, completely. So, you know, when you have, I was reading about, like, when you start to have perimenopause, you know, especially women, well, I think it's only in women, but anyways, like, once you get to a certain point in life, when you have ADHD and autism, you go through an adult, like, puberty, and you go through this hormone dump. So, like, when you're a kid, you get this, like, hormone jacking up, right? Like, you get taller, you gain or lose weight, you get pimples, you don't get pimples, you know, you get hair, you might not get hair, who knows. But, like, you have this, like, boost of hormones when you're a kid. And you go through puberty, you know, you go through adult life, or, you know, the first portion of adult life, let's just say that. But you get into, like, your late 30s, mid 40s range. And then something happens. You don't realize it, though. It's because it's really fucking sneaky. You get this hormone dump that ends up happening, whether it's estrogen or testosterone, and your mindset changes. Your thought processes change. The way that you handle things changes. And especially if you have ADHD or autism, every single coping mechanism, every foundation that you built your life on, fucking crumbles. Okay? And it doesn't just happen in like one day. This happens over the period of years. Okay? So, and possibly like spikes in there. Like, for example, I started getting hot flashes. What the fuck? I started getting freezing cold moments like this morning. Also, all of a sudden, just got goosebumps out of nowhere for no reason at all. And I'll be honest with you, my thought processes have become it's become so difficult for me to think clearly on so many aspects of my life that I previously was able to just handle that shit. You know what I mean? And now, like, a lot of people, I guess they call it like a midlife crisis, okay? Where all of a sudden now, you know, like the guy goes out and gets a sports car, or the girl goes out and, like, you know, goes on a trip with, you know, on a yacht somewhere or some shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, changes, I don't know, it just changes up, like, their whole life all of a sudden. And nobody really understands why. They don't even understand why. They're just like, oh, well, you know, I want to do this. Like, all of a sudden now all these thoughts come into my mind of, I want to do this, and this. And, like, no consequences in your mind at all sometimes. And then other times you get an overload of consequential mindset where you burden yourself more than you ever were before because now it's all that you can think about. So it's like literally a mind fuck, okay? Not only that, but it's a hormonal dump. So now your body is literally fighting you. Like, okay, now I can't lose weight. I've been working out for a year. First time in my life. Haven't lost a fucking pound. Kind of thing. You know what I mean? Which, that's my fault. But anyways. So, I'm just saying. Like, there's some things that at some point in your life, you're going to realize that everything about your life changed. And it may happen overnight. And it may happen over the course of, say, 5 years. But I hope that you recognize it. And that you're able to take it a little bit at a time. Those little baby steps. One day at a time. Half a day at a time if you have to. Just keep breathing through it. And learn as much as possible. Your knowledge is going to be the key to your power as you get older, no matter how old you already are. Okay? So, trust me when I say that. It's not just something that gets thrown around there. It's because people who have actually lived through it are telling you these things, so this way you don't have to fight and deal with as much pain as they did. They want to try to help you be able to get to those next levels without having to go through the bullshit that they had to go through. But unfortunately, a lot of times, we're stupid, you know, and we don't listen to the advice of others. We don't listen, especially to the elders. None of us listen to our elders anymore because we're just like, you know what I mean? Like, y'all fucked us all up. Like, so, you know, I understand where there's like that border wall of, you know, the youth and the elder, and like the respect level of understanding that this person has already been through life. Granted, they may not have gone through every single thing that you went through, but they've been through a lot. Okay? More than you've been alive. So, when I was younger, I learned very quickly to listen to people who were really, really old. Like, most of the community that I lived in was old retired people. I was the only child. My parents and my grandmother worked. I was home alone all the time. So what happened? I started exploring by myself. And I started going and knocking on people's doors, seeing if there was any kids living there that I could play with. Then there was some elder people that actually wanted to talk to me. So I talked to them. I asked them questions about what their life was like. And what do they do now? And what is it like now compared to then? And what are some things that maybe I should do now to prepare? You know? And so, you know, when I was like 9 or 10 years old, I started working at Olympia Sales and going door to door selling candy and wrapping paper. And it was to those people. So sales is literally in my blood at this point. Like, I was 9 or 10 years old selling fucking candy and gift wrap to people all over town. And I ended up getting my first ever rollerblades from that. Or roller skates. Or yeah, rollerblades. That's it. Because it was when the rollerblades first came out. So it shows my age. But anyway. So I don't know why I went off on a tangent. And that's another thing too. Your thought processes are going to be so scattered. Like, every single thing that you used to manage your ADHD or your autism growing up, when you get middle-aged, let's just say that, you know, older, that you have to reassess your life. You have to be really honest with yourself and say, okay, I'm going through some shit right now, and I don't know how to handle it, and I feel like everybody fucking hates me. So I don't want to ask for help. But I need to, but I'm terrified. Because I don't know what the outcome's going to be. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to, you know, people to look down on me. I don't want to upset the social cue or my imagery or whatever. Sometimes it's okay to ask for help. And a lot of times, like I said, you know, especially I've been talking about this a lot in the stream, is like finances. Nobody has the money to pay for this shit. I still do not understand why healthcare is not free in America. Not free, but you know what I mean.
It is in Canada, right?
That's not, I mean, it's Northern America, but that's Not USA. Let's just say that. Because there is a difference, y'all. Keep that in mind. There is a North America and a South America. They're all Americans. Do y'all not remember that? So fuck y'all's borders. So anyway, just saying. I know that there are countries and that there are states and, you know, there's laws and rules and regulations for everything. I get that. But, just saying, just saying. Let's keep this perspective still in mind that we are all Americans over here. So, I forgot what I was going to say now. That was important for somebody, whoever needed to hear that, heard it. So, so yeah, I mean, you end up having this, like, scatterbrain from hell. But at the same time, you can think of all of these really fucking amazing things. But the important shit, you can't focus on. Or, like, life just gets all jumbled up, right? And it's just really hard to navigate through. Once you start getting older, you know, just because, you know, say if you're younger than me, which a lot of you guys probably are, you know, I'm trying to think of how to say this. I know people say things change as you get older. But it's a little bit more detailed than that. The reason why they say that is because it's a very general statement, okay? You're going to go through experiences and external as well as internal physical changes. And that's a part of the evolution of your life. And other people, as much as we love them, as much as we want them to be in our lives forever, as much as we beg the universe to let them know how much we love them, and to protect them, and to keep them safe, sometimes those people are no longer a part of your life anymore. Whether they're still living or not. And it hurts. It tears your heart out. It makes you question as to why. You know, why am I still here if they're not in my life anymore? Why did they leave? Why are they not allowed to be with me? You know what I'm saying? Like, you ask all these questions about others in life as you get older. The friends that you have today, there's no promise that they're going to be here tomorrow. I'm telling you this from experience. Your family members, your siblings, your loved ones, your partner, all these people, every single person that's around you on this planet right now is gonna not be here at some point in time. And you're gonna have to learn how to deal with that when that time comes. And I hope you can. And I hope you forgive yourself for everything that has ever happened in your life. Whether it was something you did or something somebody else did. I hope you forgive yourself in this lifetime. For not understanding, for whatever reason. So, I don't know why I kept it on this. I think I took a screenshot. Yeah, because I was going to do the, yeah, anyway, sorry. And you get scatterbrained. Really badly. Y'all have watched me with this. And that's okay. It's just saying, okay, well, this is a possibility of something that the titling is just there to give you something to work with. Okay? And it doesn't guarantee that it's that titling. Like, say, for example, like, you know, one of my kids, they said that he was bipolar, then they said he was schizophrenic, and then they said all this other stuff, and then come to find out he's fucking autistic. It took years and plenty of freaking places to find out, oh, This one lady said after like several years of me going through DSS, I had to fight the state to get him back. You know, after years of me fighting to try to find out what was going on and to try to help him, all the businesses, all the doctors, all the medicines, they had him so drugged he didn't even have a soul in his eyes. You look in his eyes and he was like in another fucking world, you know? And he gained a bunch of weight in a short amount of time. You know, like his organs ended up starting to shut down because of all the stuff they were giving him. And it wasn't for him. The entire time it was never for him. He's been off all medication since he was younger. And, you know, like I said, after all those things were said and done, this one person said, did anybody test him for autism? I was like, oh, shit, they already test them for everything else. And they've got him all on all these medicines. Why not? Go ahead. Test him for autism. Come to find out, he was fully functioning severe autism. People who are autistic and have ADHD are fucking superhuman. Do you realize how smart they are? They use parts of their brain that other people don't even fucking use. And everybody downs them. People who are free thinking and like have emotions and are different are looked down upon because we don't understand them. And that lack of understanding is scary. And what happens with fear? We block ourselves from understanding. It's a wall. Fear is literally a wall. And it blocks yourself from living your best fucking life, as well as you being able to be the best person that you are, and you're meant to be here for a fucking reason. You just don't know it yet. Your existence, even just watching me right now, is for a reason. So, enjoy your life as best you can. You know? And don't be a douchebag. Like, try not to. So anyway. That's my rant. I hope you enjoyed it. And that's my TED Talk, damn it. No, I'm just kidding. So yeah. Anyway. Enough of me and my bullshit. Sorry, I got on a rampage there. I didn't mean to. So yeah. Background waterfall noises brought to you by the one and only Jeff. I could have sworn I just screenshot it. Yeah, I did. Okay. Yes, I'm crazy. You'll get over it. So anyways. I am multi-posting in the background for y'all. I know I went on like a rampage there for a second. So. I forgot what I was going to say now.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, I was just talking out. So, I really need to not do that. But freedom of speech isn't free. And speaking is spelling. So be careful what you say. So yeah, alright. Where are we at? Posting for Monday. Because Monday is World Teacher Day. We were back into the Facebook fans, Pinterest, promote ads and socials with links, create Fashion Saturday board. I already created the Fashion Saturday board in Pinterest. Wherever it's at. I think I have it on here. Alright, where's my boards? Here it is. Oh, that's for tomorrow. Okay, so we'll go over this. I forgot today's Friday. My brain is just like, blah. Alright, so this is the Fashion Saturday board. I did throw a couple of pins up there. He comes out here with like hats and masks. I was taking a shower, he came in there with a fucking fake knife and a ski mask. And I was like, you know, I'm so glad I love you because
Tell 'em
with a mask on, I can't
how
tell.
you saved the day yesterday when you were the only one able to go through the window.
So my dumbass, I think I talked about this yesterday in the stream. My dumbass locked the fucking door, and the keys were still in the house. So I locked us out. Jeff's freaking out. And I was looking at him like, all you have to do is just break into your own house. I've done it a million times. Like, I was just like, there's a window open right there. Like, just go in the fucking window. Like, so, so he's like, yeah, we're not gonna fit through the windows. I may be fat, but I heard y'all like that, okay? And my fat ass, 215 to 17 pounds of fatness, got through this little tiny ass fucking window yesterday. And it was hilarious. So I probably should have recorded it, but you know, sometimes life moments are better when you can just experience them without electronics, you know. So, but yeah, I broke back into the house yesterday and had to climb in through this little fucking tiny ass little window. And Jeff's like, you saved the day. I was like, no, I was the one who caused it. Don't you remember? This kind of evens it out. But it's cool. You just run with that. Yes, I saved the day. So, anyway, yeah, don't do that ever again. I won't do that again. I'm gonna make another key today. Like, oh my god. Yeah, that hurt. So. Anyways, so this is for tomorrow, Fashion Saturday board. So I'll leave that up there. Then that's this. I did go ahead, for those of you onto YouTube, I'm sorry for, like, you know, being all jumpy all over the place. I'm still getting used to this multi-posting thing. And then transferring lives to another site that is not live. So it's a little bit of a transition still, so please bear with me as I figure all this shit out because, oh my god. Trying to keep up with, like, all this stuff is mind-blowing to me. Like, it's, you know, it keeps you going, that's for sure. You know what I mean? So, but, so yeah. So I do have some videos scheduled for y'all. Some of them might be shorts. Some of them might be the full video. Like I said, it's like 2 hours, 3 hours long. And then other times it's 30 minutes. With social media posting now, my question to you, and y'all can talk about this in the comments. If you're on YouTube, you can go ahead and make a comment. I'll go back and I'll re-look at it. Because I'm not live right now on YouTube. I'm working on that, but I'm not right now. So, so look forward to that. But, yeah, I'm trying to make it as smooth of a transition as possible, but I keep fucking up, so bear with me. And I also found out that if you have not seen, if you were on my live and you did not see it on YouTube, it's because it got blocked from my singing. So I can't sing certain songs or get copyrighted, and that's why it's not doing it. So, Meta Business Suite, that's what I was going to do. I was going to do World Teachers Day. I'm coming in here. I'm grabbing the inspiration for my postings from YouTube Studios. And this is something that you guys could do for your videos as well. This is just what I'm doing. So I'm showing you guys what I'm doing. Whether it works or not, I don't know. If it works for you, great. Kudos. Have fun with it. So, this is just like ideas for videos and stuff. And then that was World Teacher Day, so I want something that talks about like what we're doing as far as education goes. Okay, this is a little bit more for like, if, like, after I settle that. So, um, and sometimes I just copy and paste them on there because I don't know what to say, you know. So, and this one's kind of pulling. I made Nevermore Academy Unschooling, or the homeschool, right around the time when Wednesday Addams' Nevermore Academy came out. So every single time that I pull up, like I go to pull the aesthetics or like the inspiration for it, it always pulls information from Nevermore Academy Wednesday Addams version versus what I'm actually putting on here. So it's like, the reason why I came up with Nevermore Academy was because of a lighter. Okay? I found a lighter in a gas station that had a raven on it. That had like a raven, I think it was standing on a skull or something. And it said Nevermore underneath it. And I love like that whole aesthetic thing, right? So I named the unschooling or the homeschooling Nevermore Academy. I literally have like merch for it. Wherever it's at, I posted it somewhere. Oh wait, I have to continue the ring. My bad. Okay. So, my daughter made the merch. So, I mean, it's the time that I came up with the idea versus when that came out was like literally right there with each other. And they have backpacks too, which is super cool. So you can actually get a backpack from Nevermore Academy, like the Wednesday Addams version, and then I'm working on a Nevermore Academy backpack for us too. So, but I already have like a hoodie design up there that my daughter made, or my child. Sorry, I keep forgetting. When have some grace with us for that whole gender thing, okay? We need to give each other grace through all of this shit because oh my gosh, chaos. Anyway, so yeah, it sucks when I'm trying to like pull, say how Wednesday Enid, all that stuff. And I hate that it does that because this is not, it's the aesthetic and the behind, like the main idea of it's I guess similar, but what I'm doing versus what they're doing in their video stream, whatever it is, show, which I haven't watched it. So, I've seen like little clips of like the different character names, but I haven't actually like watched it. So, so yeah, I mean, this was Nevermore Academy was leaning more towards Home for Peculiar Children. Okay, have you guys ever seen that? I think it's Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. Nevermore Academy, for me, was leaning more towards that concept where, like, thinking outside the box, blah, blah, blah. But then Nevermore Academy for Wednesday Addams came out with the same concept that I already have for the homeschooling, unschooling. So it was like, okay, well, I mean, we're all on the same page here, so why should I be upset? But it does upset me when I'm trying to, like, push my content out there, you know? It kind of gets, like, flooded with all this other stuff. Which, to be fair, like, I guess it does kind of help with, like, the viewer count, I guess. I don't know. Because they're looking for something else and they come to see me. So, anyway. So yeah, sometimes when you're getting inspiration, at least AI version, you gotta be careful of your titling, especially for those of you who are using YouTube to, I mean, I'm just literally using whatever they're putting on there. Except for the 30-pound down challenge. And a lot of times I do have to come back in here and retitle it. So like this one is, I'll just put NAU, 30-pound down. Or, well, I don't want to make it short because then it won't pull Nevermore Academy. It won't pull the name. Oh, I can't put challenge. I need to stop putting challenge. For those of you who are putting challenge or anything like that in your social media, please take that off. Because they're going to be banning challenges. Because too many people are getting hurt. And it's like, I don't know, it's like a move that most social media is like leaning towards now. I think certain social medias have already put it in their like wording that they're not allowing you guys to do any kind of challenges. I think TikTok is one of them, especially after that Bugatti challenge. So I think that they pretty much like they're putting the slap on the wrist right now, saying like no, but I feel like it'll probably end up being something that's like, okay, you really can't fucking do that. Like, so, um, so don't put challenge on any of your titling. And like I said, I'm going to change that to the actual words. Oops. And change that to challenge to all. Yeah, that's pretty much, that's alright for now. So, and then I'll just refresh it. The Live Center and TikTok Studios, I've been trying to post for you guys, real live time, how much money I make. Like, hey, everybody's got to start from somewhere, right? At least I got a penny on the board. Hey, doing better than most y'all. So, but yeah, I've been trying to post the ones that were live, even the little clips and stuff like that, even on TikTok as well as other social medias. And then, like I said, I don't know what I want to put here for World Teachers Day. I spelled that wrong. Is that one word or two? Throughout? I probably spelled that wrong. It's okay. Learning is never ending throughout life. And yes, knowledge is power. I swear, if you know numbers, you can rule the fucking world. There we go. Yeah, so there's that. And that's scheduled out for next week. So we're going to be working a lot more on Sunday in this, but I just wanted to put something on the board for next week. Next Friday is World Mental Health Day, as well as Columbus Day. I don't know if that's, is that like a, I wonder if that's a bank holiday. I want to say it is, so government holiday, yeah. I was gonna schedule a post for World Mental Health Day. I really, like, kind of wish that healthcare was free. I was supposed to go to a doctor's appointment today and I chickened out. I'm absolutely terrified of what they're gonna say. And I'm avoiding it like the plague, and I really shouldn't. But, on that note, we've got a brain. So we've got a brain. Yeah, what's wrong with that one? Would you say happy World Mental Health Day? Let's see. Well, I can't see what I'm typing. Maybe not that. Okay. So this one is scheduled for that day in the morning. Okay. So at least I got something on the board. Alright. Alright, calendar. Pinterest. We went ahead and created a fashion board. We promoted an ad and socials through this link. So I'm going to add a pin. With my QR code. Fashion Saturday. Blank. Leave it plain. Ah. No! Come on now. There you go. Alright, so published. Alright, so we did Pinterest. Then... come on now. New Year's review. What to keep in 11/8 for 2026. Alright, so it's the first week of the month, so we gotta get ourselves together here. So what we're gonna do for this is okay, so what we want to do is start mental, oops, physical self, surroundings by room, exterior, and people, places. Yep. Because we're doing the New Year's resolution concept of doing it early, since, you know, retail does it anyways, why not? Mental, physical self, surroundings by room, exterior, people. I was going to say people, places, and things, but things kind of falls into surroundings by room, so yeah. Clothing is part of physical self or surroundings. Well, let's just put wardrobe. Separate entity. People, places, vehicle. So is there something about your vehicle that you absolutely fucking hate? You want to get rid of it? Okay. Do something about it. So, mentally, a lot of it, I know for myself, and this is the part where it comes like really hard to be honest with yourself. Mentally, I speak negatively. So negative speaking about myself or others. Something that I can work on. Physical self, I have been working out, but I need to
Be more disciplined.
hold on, specifically cut
On your diet.
out sugars. At least do that. I was going to do sugars and carbs. Cut out sugars.
And increase your intensity on the treadmill. Like raise the
The incline's at 4.
make it at 5. I'm just trying to be inspired. I don't want to make up shit.
Wardrobe. Everything but this season. This and next. Also size. Because I tend to save clothes that don't fucking fit me, or they're either huge on me, because, you know, at Goodwill I just grab whatever I find. It's decent. And then a lot of times the cut, the color doesn't look right. Like, I just really need to evaluate that. Surroundings by room. Decluttering is like a huge part because it'll help me be able to think clearer. Declutter extras. So if I've got any extra of anything, just, or if it's like, if it seems cluttered, like my fucking desk, everything around me, just go through it and like put things back in rooms where they belong or whatever. Exterior, I have to reseed and pull plants. People, well, I pretty much notified that. Places, I don't go anywhere. Vehicle. Put the mats back in the car. Jeff took the plastic mats out yesterday, and I was looking at it. I'm like, no, this needs to stay in here because those mats that come with the car are cloth. And yes, we have a walkway, a couple of steps, but it's still gonna get like really fucking dirty. So I'm gonna put the mats back in there. I don't want to deal with having that because you already have to clean out the car anyways. Why make it harder, right? So yeah. I want to go to places that inspire me. Oh, it looks like I want to cut out inspirational places. I'm just going to put those 0. Alright, that's good enough for now. So, alright, so Amazon. Oh, another thing about the New Year's review too. At the beginning of the year or season, or maybe just today, you can put your clothes in your closet backwards. So like the hangers, instead of hanging them to where the hook is this way, hang it to where the hook is facing you. So that way whenever you take something off of the hanger, especially for those of you who like to save all year long or most of your life, you've been wearing the same clothes. When you're putting them up there, if you're wanting to see what you don't use, everything that's going to be on that hanger is going to still be on there backwards in 3-6 months, a year. So I do an end of year review of all the clothes that I didn't wear and I donate them or I sell them or whatever, right? or I consider wearing them now. Um, and, you know, is it part of what I want my imagery to be like in the future? Is this how I want to be seen? Do I care whether I'm seen that way or not? Who knows? So, going through the New Year's review, you know, there's some things that I like. There's some things I don't like, and it helps me to be able to understand myself when I can go through my clothing and I can see, okay, well, I don't like this anymore. I don't really use this, so somebody else could probably use it. Or, hey, I love this item. Oh my gosh, I want it in every fucking color. You know what I'm saying? So I can keep up with myself and what my evolution of my style is, because as you get older, your style will change too. Your tastes will change. So things that you liked before, they always say, like, oh, things you liked before, you might not like it when you get older. It's literally like your brain literally just changes its pathway. So you start finding out about things that you didn't know before that maybe you want to try. And now all of a sudden people are saying, oh, you changed. Bitch, we're supposed to. Like, that's part of evolution. It's part of life. I want to live. You know what I mean? I want to try new things. I want to go places. I want to try new foods. I want to try, you know, new outfits, new makeup, new hair, new everything. I want to try new stuff all the time. And then there's a part of me that, like, requires that, like, self-discipline, stable foundation of, like, solidity of, like, the same thing every day. That's the ADHD, autism, whatever you want to call it, bipolar, manic, whatever, schizophrenic, I don't know, whatever you guys call it, right? But that's how I am. So that's what I like, and that's what I'm trying to show y'all, is that you may not do every single thing that I do, but there may be something that I'm saying that might help you, you know? So, and if you tried it doesn't work out for you, so what? You tried it. Didn't work out. All right, there's a fail. How many more wins can I get? How many more fails can I get? How many times can I fucking fail and still succeed? That's the real question in life, right? So, anyway. So, Amazon, sharing links, wish lists, and promotions. I'm Amazon affiliate. Oh, I think I might have to not split screen this one. I think I have to log in. Mark, Paladin, Austin, Crunk, Big Bear, Marcus, Ken, Jason, Horace, Paul, Fathead, Angel Chaser, Bernadette, Caitlin, Bobby, Apple user 751 or 7251, Sarah Haley, Exiled You, Ex Angel Chaser, Maritas, Stu, I can't say your name. Maritas, Stu, Maritas Dulabre. Yeah. Michael Solo. Y'all need to go follow Solo Cholo, by the way. Facebook as well as TikTok. Andreas, Scorpion, Macmillan, user 5663, OdmeMGTV2U, Burton White, Marcus, Board in the Shop. So yeah. Why is it doing that? That's weird. Anyway. Thank you for the likes, by the way, and the follow. I have to keep double checking to make sure that that's accurate. Close. Close the screen. Why is it not closing? Okay. Anyway. I'm yelling at the TV now. Can't even see what I'm yelling at. It's not closing the chat. I don't know why. I'm trying to close it out and it won't let me. Alright, so I was getting ready to Amazon. I am gonna say though, like, I went ahead and did my nails, like these cheap, like $4 pair of nails from Walmart. They do have a really cute design on them. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I have to move it back some. Goodness. Alright. So yeah, it's got like a leopard print design and like the black and everything. I thought that was really cute for fall. I like it. Like $4 or $5 at Walmart. But they're so opaque that you can see my nails through them. I have short nails underneath. See? I don't know if you can see that. This one specifically, you can see the line on it. Yeah, see? You can see the line on it right there. I don't like that. So I may end up painting over these. Just saying. So, yes, I know I'm underclocking. Clearly. With everybody and their freaking cousins online right now. I'm getting everybody's getting home from school and home from work and pulling up the internet, trying to find recipes for supper and whatever else you can think of, right? So, anywho, hope y'all are having a good day, good Friday, and like I said, I've been okay. So I didn't have to. Did I log? Nope, didn't have to log in. All right, good. Split view. Back to what I was doing. All right. So, okay. So here, oh, it's orange. That's cute. I like that. So here is the linkage. Let's see what we could do for early prime deals. Here we go. So what I do is I legit just screenshot it. Probably not good to do, but and get the link, copy and paste, go over to Meta. No, I'm just gonna close it out. I already have it saved. So Meta, throw one on the board for Monday, because, well, yeah, Monday's the 5th. So 11 a.m. Because we already did the 10 a.m. one. I already have a picture posted. This one seems pretty good. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let me delete that. Shut up. Did I do all these already? I think I did. Yeah. So what's a fall item that I actually want? Fall item that I actually... Bonfire. There we go. I need a bonfire pit. Today's deals. Do they have any bonfire pits? I don't know, I'm just trying to think of something that I can just throw on here. Because I have no idea. When you're making content, it's just whatever, right? A lot of air fryers. And I can't tell you how many of these fucking things I find in the bins at Goodwill. Okay? I find the robot vacuums, air fryers, coffee machines, all of this stuff. And I mean, it's pretty new. So it's not like it's been a while or something like that. So I don't know about paying $300-400 for something that's just like within a couple of months going to end up at Goodwill. You know what I mean? So lots of coffee makers. I think it was just because the other day was National Coffee Day. That little vacuum thing looks badass, though. To be fair. Babe! $300 for a hairdryer? Who has this money? And why have you not given it to me yet? Right? Lots of vacuums, car seats, air fryers, coffee machines, vacuums. Guess that's popular right now. That's weird. That little freaking fireplace thing is so cute. For those of you who can't have an actual fireplace. Treadmill. I must have looked these up and that's why they're all here. So I wonder if I go back and I like clear it out, the search history in it, if it'll go back to... No, because this is all... Okay. Prime exclusive. Back to school, off to college, beauty, fashion, lightning deals, trending. Trending. There's that little handheld whisk thing that I see everybody using for their fucking drinks. Let's see. Kindergarten activity book. Saw that in the bin too. I've seen a lot of this shit in the bins. It's crazy. Alright. There is no fireplace. Oh, I tell you what though. Them little fucking hot pots come in handy, especially in the fall time. I'm gonna throw that one on there. I was gonna go with a fireplace, but I think I already posted one. I think I posted that one that was like a portable little thingy. Alright, so get link. Hands are gonna turn green from messing with this clay. I have too many windows open. Idea just came into my mind. Don't know if you guys saw that in real time or not. Not sure if I can do this. I'm gonna try something. Probably should look it up first. Pinterest. About that. Can I... Question. Can I take this and the link? Give me the link. I know I'm making you work today. You're gonna have to get over it. Alright. Taking this. Can I take this and put it in here? I don't know if I can do that transfer over. And that's another thing that you guys have to pay attention to is, can you do certain social media and certain platforms will not allow you to post links, cross-post certain things. So you gotta be really careful what you're putting out there because a lot of times it'll just get kicked back or like banned. You might actually get banned from something. So try to avoid that at all costs, you know what I mean? But still do what you gotta do. That's a super cute, like, gravy bowl. But anyway, come on, create a pin. And what if I just took the picture from this and put it in here? Slide of file. It's already got the JPEG. Save from URL. Bam. Hey. I didn't know how to do that. Sweet. I probably should have done it the other day. But no, let's put that on. Do you want videos? Like that. First this, then this. Okay, yeah. Then that. Wait, if I could do that, then I can go back here. Hold on. No, don't do that. Don't do that. Go back. Main page. Early prime deals. That's what I want to do. Hold on. I got, like, I got ideas. I'm trying to get them out of my head, and my brain's working too fast for me to keep up with the shit physically. So, come on! Taking this and putting it in here. So I'm not going to say that the fashion center. I'm going to put the lightsabers. No, I need to add a new... I need to cancel this. I need to make a new board of just Amazon. Amazon deals. There. Why is it not scrolling? I just want like a regular image, not a bunch of nonsense. I feel like this one is pretty neutral, but that's mostly kitchen stuff, so I don't want to push anybody away. Hey, did you get kissed by somebody with black lipstick?
No, what? No.
That seems a little bland. I guess a lot of people else are doing this as well. That's okay. To each their own. Where can I just find like a pretty bold link? Oh, okay, so this person's doing it like currently. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. How long are you going to be on here for?
Not much longer.
Well, sun's getting lower and lower. Okay.
What do you want to do? Why are you saying that?
Because I was outside. I've been outside all the time.
I know.
Shane being here.
I've only been live for an hour.
Oh, you haven't. Well, then you was doing something else for another hour before then, because I was talking to my son a lot longer. It don't matter. You do whatever you gotta do, babe. Okay.
No, I just got a violation warning that I'm trying to sell products outside of TikTok.
I don't know nothing about it.
Anyway.
And what time we having supper? What time we gonna have supper?
Whenever you want.
I'm interested in it now.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll make it now.
Huh?
I guess I'll make it now.
I mean, you know, apparently I'm not pushing you. You can take your time close enough. I just want you know I was thinking about eating presently sometime, but
Okay. Alright. Let's do that. So, on that note, I guess I'll continue tomorrow. Y'all have a good day.